next week.
All right, thanks, guys. Once again, we'll be on the road next week at Smith, up toward Crossville there, Cookville. So another long road trip. So we'll be glad to call in again next week.
Very cool. Thanks, guys. Again, safe travels coming back.
All right, thank you. See you guys.
See ya.
So, Morgan, we're going to take another break. We'll come back, and we'll wrap this thing up. So we would take one more caller if you want to call. Would love to hear somebody from Bradley call in and tell us about that game. We've heard about the others. So if you want to give us a call, 614-6499. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center offers Bradley County's only state-of-the-art sterile compounding laboratory. We are here to customize drugs and medications that are not available commercially or over the counter. Maintain your health with medication designed to meet your body's specific needs. It's just what the doctor ordered. Put your health in the hands of trained professionals you know and trust. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center, North Ocoee Street. Phone 476-5548 or visit medicalcenterrx.com.
We are being defined by algorithms that think they know what you like and who you are. But is their digital version of you really you? The all-new Infiniti QX55. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Eric Gardner with Volunteer Rid-A-Pest. You know, many people want to do it yourself. So if you're having a pest problem at your home, you can, but you got to be very careful, because here's the thing. Most of the time, if a person goes to the emergency room due to pesticide exposure, it's typically a homeowner who has misapplied or improperly stored the pesticide. So use the right product in the right amount, in the right area, and you'll have success, but be careful. Or you can give us a call and we'll make sure we do it right, and we'll do it very safely.
Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. Well, let's take this final caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
Hello, caller.
Hey, this is Braden.
Hey, Braden. Appreciate you calling in, buddy. So tell us a little bit about the game tonight. I know that defense came through again. Talk to us a little bit about the defense. Caller, are you there?
Hello?
Hey, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Well, the defense, they played good as bad as they came up with before, and the offense, it just came and ran the ball down the field. Basically what we like to do every week.
Okay. So what was the message that Coach Floyd had for you guys coming into tonight's game? I mean, I think that the last 2 years you guys have lost to McMahon. So what was the message that he put forth today going into the game?
He was just pushing us in practice, telling us that we have the talent to beat them, and that just because they beat us the last 2 years didn't mean anything.
And how, tell us about that hit that was heard around the world by Mr. Knox Watson tonight.
Oh, man, it was awesome.
So was it as loud on the field as it was on the radio? Because we could hear it on the radio.
It's probably louder.
So the final from McMinn County was 44-28, right?
Yeah.
So now we're 4-0 going into next week playing Hardin Valley, and that's the first game on the turf. So how excited is the team about getting to play the first game on the turf?
We're pretty hyped up. It's looking really nice. It feels good to play on. We practiced on it this Thursday morning, so we're pretty excited about it.
Well, you know what I'm pretty hyped about? I don't know if you were standing there when I was talking to AJ and Rodney Williams, but my prediction last night was 42-16 Bears. Now, I came close, not quite, but I predicted a big Bears win. So congratulations, Braden, to you guys. I know that you got a lot to celebrate, but I know as soon as you guys get back, you'll be watching film, getting ready for next week to take on Hardin Valley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good game.
It will be. Looking forward to a big win. Thanks for calling in, Braden.
No problem.
All right, we'll see you.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tough hearing him, but basically, Coach Floyd, like he always does, preaches confidence and preaches playing fast and playing hard,
right,
and playing with confidence.
Well, and I texted Braden's mom and said that he was going to call in, but they were on the bus on the way back. So I'm sure that everybody was excited, doing a little bit of celebrating. But those of great teams, I feel like celebrations are short lived because you're on to the next week's opponent. So I know that they're Floyd and the Bradley Central Bears.
Yeah, and again, just to wrap up that one, and we'll as we're kind of closing up tonight. So that's homecoming.
Yep, homecoming week.
First game on the new turf.
First, and I know the crowd's going to be huge. And Lily Winters, a good friend of mine, Robbie Winters' daughter, will be doing the Star Spangled Banner next week. She's a 7th grader at Lake Forest. So
very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. So again, there's a lot of things happening at Bradley Central last week, and again, as they're 4-0 now, they will probably move to top 5. I would guess they'll move into the top 5.
I would say, top 5. I would say probably 4 would be my guess.
That would be my guess as well, as they'll probably move to 4. And again, like you said, Hardin Valley's 0-3, so that should be a game where again, you can't ever relax, but at least it should be a game where they don't have to turn it on for 4 straight quarters.
Right. And that's the thing. I mean, last week against Cleveland, it was I was talking to Braden, and he was talking about having to go up against Pelele. Mm-hmm. Play after play after play, and at one point right there toward the end of the game, they just kind of looked at each other and said, "You know what? I'm worn out. We've been battling all game, and it's just. But when you have to get up to that level each and every play, it just takes so much out of you, not just physically but also mentally."
Yeah, absolutely. So Cleveland, 3-1, right? Did I get that right?
Yes.
3-1. Okay. I put it down, and I'm like, wait a minute, are they 3-1 or 2-2? So 3-1 against Farragut. Again, that's a district game. Bradley's is a district game as well. So against Farragut is 1-3. Farragut, even though they're 1-3, is typically they're very well coached every year. So even though they're 1-3, that's still not again, it's a game that Cleveland ought to win, but it's not, at home, especially at home. But it's definitely not as easy of a game as it would appear to be by the record. Sorry.
Right, and it goes back to what we talked about. You have the teams that on paper it looks like it's going to go one way, but it can definitely swing the other way in the blink of an eye, snap of a finger, because the movie Any Given Sunday, Any Given Friday could be your moment to shine.
Absolutely. And then Walker Valley 3-1 travels to Smith County. So Smith County's 1-2. Some really good football over there in the Nashville area. So sometimes a 1-2 record really doesn't tell the whole story, but to travel that far makes that in and of itself makes that a tough game.
It's just so because you're having to leave early, you're having to do your pregame meal before you leave. It's just, and then the drive over there, and you're sitting and you're getting your joints are getting stiff, and you got to come out, you got to get dressed, you got to warm up, and it's tough on a team to travel that far.
Definitely so. And then tomorrow at noon, Brett told us about that. The Johnny Majors Bowl, Pitt versus Tennessee at Neyland Stadium.
Yep.
What do you think about that game?
Well, I'm an eternal optimist, so I'm pulling.
So you think 15-0 national championship?
No, I'm not. I'm also a realist, so I do feel like Tennessee's got a good chance to win. I did pick them to win. I think last I heard, I think Pitt was like a 12 or 13 point favorite according to Vegas. Mm-hmm. But I feel really good. I mean, I know some people saw last week's game and weren't too big on Milton and all that stuff, but I really felt good about the type of offense that they were running, and just the atmosphere. Talking last week to our guest, he mentioned about the culture, mm-hmm. and how it was a big shift from what it was to what it is now, and culture is a huge component of successful programs. So.
Tennessee 99-0.
Oh wow! I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go 35-24 Tennessee.
And I hope you're right. But again,